Hey, anyway. Hey everybody, this is Retrokid Reviews. Getting a little tired, mainly because of all the fan theories that was happening last 3 episodes of WandaVision. But before we get to that, my quick thoughts and, I guess, overall rating, I want to get that out of the way because, wow, people blew their fan theories out of proportion. Long, dumb story ahead. Sorry to say. It's a good 9.5 out of 10. Look, I'm only giving it the 9 is because, again, the fan theories kind of dipped down a bit. Honestly, should have been an 8. But there's some good strengths to it going forward. The final episodes did show a lot. Like, in Agatha's case, she was definitely sort of all along doing it. Yes, there was that song. Not going to get to the cover. I think there was a Animal Crossing one I saw that was actually not bad. Card 2, if you want to see it. I'm not an Animal Crossing guy, but it looked okay. So, yeah, and another episode was just basically explaining the real, like, flashbacks leading up to the finale. It was mostly explains all the sitcoms she was watching and were tributized throughout the show, throughout the season. My favorite, of course, was still Malcolm in the Middle, and her watching, like, an old clip of, I don't know which season it was, but it was actually pretty cool, of just Vision, I think, immediately after, I guess, Age of Ultron, coming into the first, like, few weeks in the compound, just talking about love, persevering through grief and stuff. It's a really good speech. I wish I could paraphrase it a little better than that, but, again, I want to get to just getting an axe to grind on those fan theories, but, yeah, that's a solid episode 2. The finale, I think, kind of funny, went a little hard on the effects, thinking it's like a Disney Channel original budget, but actually the entire budget for that season was pretty much the same budget I think they used for Endgame, given the wall of, like, VFX artists that was, like, credited on the final episode. Go to it. If you don't have it here in the States, get a VPN and watch an account here internationally. I'm not asking you how to do that, but if you can, you can. So, overall, the season's good. I'm hoping they do it again for Vision's perspective, trying to, like, I guess, rebuild his rebuild his own family, like a Viv kind of thing, like he did in the comics in the Tom King run. Comic Drake mentioned it long before the season ended. I'll leave his channel down below. I'm going to mention a lot of stuff to rapid fire all the fan theories I just got a little peeved and a little annoyed at throughout the whole season. So, that all being said, let's just get this out of the way. I did not like anybody who thought Mephisto was going to show up to this show. I, in case you can tell with the poster here, am a card-carrying freaking Spider-Man fan for a good chunk of my life. And 13 of those chunk of my life was him getting screwed over by a guy I legitimately never want to see in the MCU. And yet every week it was, Mephisto's coming, Mephisto's coming, Mephisto's coming, Mephisto's coming, Mephisto's coming. It was annoying. It was very annoying. And the reason why I hope he doesn't ever show up to MCU is because do you want a guy like that to ruin Tom Holland's Spider-Man? Like, really think about this. You want the guy who undid his marriage to Mary Jane Watson to undo a relationship that's just blooming with Tom's version of the character now in the movies. Do you really want that? Really think this through. It was the dumbest thing I've seen in Twitter, like, threads and people fan theorying it for weeks. It was just, why? Why do you want Mephisto? Because it makes a good villain for Doctor Strange too. No, I mean, yeah, but you still got the looming dread that he's gonna undo somebody's fucking marriage. Sorry for the swears. I think we're long enough for me to get this out of the way. That was the one I hated the most. The second biggest one was, Pietro wasn't the guy from the movies. Sure, they basically did Iron Man 3 again. Card to that old review, and wow, compared to this vlog, I have come a very long way. Just letting you know now if you actually do see that Iron Man 3 review. Yes, they basically did the Mandarin again with him. And by that I mean it was actually an actor all along, not somebody from another universe or whatever. Like, it sucks. I know. Believe me. But it also kind of makes sense because Evan Peters also is a TV actor. He was also in the American Horror Story series, and they kind of do those kinds of twists anyway. So I'm told. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Last theory that everyone got bitched moaned to death after the words was, Reed Richards didn't show because Monica went on and on about a aerophysicist engineer that was supposed to show up. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they didn't have a plan because they didn't know at the time when they were probably making this season if the deal was finalized with 20th Century. Again, that was probably the case when this show was getting created. They were finalizing the Fox deal, and once it was done, they'll probably use them in future shows, or movies in this case. Like John Watts admitted during the investors call that I made a video on. Card 2, by the way. So, that's probably another reason why you didn't see anyone from the of the first family of comics to basically be in this show, because it wasn't finalized yet, and they didn't cast anybody yet. That's where it is. I'm sorry to just blow the biggest, well, no shitload all along, but that's how I saw it, that's how you saw it, and you know that's the truth. I know you want to will some of this stuff to existence. I mean, for God's sakes, we technically will New Mutants to existence. I contribute to it, by the way. Go to the Nando V Movies playlist. But again, not every fan theory is going to stick, and you have to live with that sometimes. I know it sounds dumb, but it's also true. So that all being said, the memes I actually liked out of it were very few and far between. Vison, that just showed up for the finale, I may have helped out making, or at least reposting one on my Twitter, not my Twitter, my Tumblr. Follow my socials down below for that. I'll try to be, like, lukewarm, honestly, but don't be surprised when I do a bunch of Maury jokes, because I grew up watching some Maury Portage. I'm sorry, not sorry. So yeah, that's where we're all at. Overall for the show, it was great. Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany did a great job as their core characters. They actually finally, like, they did a little bit of retcon, but they did enough to, like, carry their own, like, if this was their own movie, I would see it. I would see this, like, be a two-parter. Like, this was, like, grand total, like, maybe 4 hours, when Kinda Funny did their in-review. By the way, Card 2, they freaking crushed it, by the way. Despite the Disney Channel original movie joke, that's it. They basically crushed it. And, yeah, shoutouts to their new intro. It looks great, honestly. Another thing, I know I'm going to be on another Kinda Funny tangent. I'll probably save it for Jason next time. What's with the Grover, Greg? Are you okay? Are you okay, buddy? Are you sure? Yeah, that's a long story. I'll mention it whenever I'm Grifter or Jason. Yeah, I'm going to try to do Grifter for the Dark Zone Pro him. Haven't really found a new moniker for him since he's going to be using short darts. Again, go to my previous video explaining that, at least in a Green Lantern sense. Characters aside for my channel, this is a good season. This is a good start. I think later this week, they're gonna do a behind the scenes on the whole thing, like they did with The Mandalorian whenever their seasons dropped. So I'm assuming it's the same thing there too. I hope to hell they don't fan theory to death for Falcon Winter Soldier, which honestly, in my opinion, it just looks like an average, action thriller that the Captain America movies are known to have at this point. And I'm happy that they're going to keep that direction. I think it's going to be fine. If someone online bitches and wants that, like, the soldiers or any of the, like, the villains are too woke, I don't care. I don't care. It's fine. What's wrong with fine? All of my hot takes out of the way, I still recommend the show. Even if you don't want to do the fan theory game, if you're just an average Marvel fan that wants to watch this straight after Endgame, other than Far From Home, totally worth, like, a double watch, or however you're going to binge it, for Plus. Again, it's still worth your time. I still think it's a good show. It's just the fan theories was the only annoying thing, and not the actual show itself. That's kind of a good thing. I'm going to be honest with you. Also, my apologies for hyping up my mom to show up here, because the only criticism she actually had for the final episode was, what's his name? Jimmy Woo, who was the FBI guy from the MM movies. Basically, she's like, how did he unlock his phone? Like she was, like, my mom was actually me level when I get pedantic about little things, and I'm like, aw, I really would have loved that to have it here for the vlog, but she had some notes. I'll see if I could make some, for the Falcon Winter Soldier review, if you guys want to, like, a refresher there. So yeah, hope the hell you love this tangent and review of the last half of WandaVision. By the way, that all being said, I'm Retrokid Reviews, and cards finally coming up. Hand here to my Green Lantern core, their core, basically displaying Infinite Frontier. Hand here to see, I think, my Nerf news with the Hyperline. Shirt here to sub to the channel. And let me know in the comments if you guys like YouTube Shorts, because, wow, that really helped me out with views the last couple of days. I might do it again for my AEW React for Revolution, because that finish nearly got my friends and I a little peeved at each other. Mostly on my my old friend Anthony's case, because he's a huge WWE mark and he likes shitting on AEW when they missed the ball a little. And yeah, Tony Khan needs to get some criticism. And probably I'll talk about it in JDX here, God willing, for the shorts. Again, let me know if you want to see those shorts for just wrestling stuff in general, and a lot of other previews for like future figure reviews and movie reviews and just reviews in general. Just let me know if it's a good idea or not. Because honestly, it's very lucrative. A little too tempting, I'm going to be honest with you. So, that all said, I'm Retrokid Reviews. Wow, I think I went into a tangent. I forgot how I introed this. Yeah, Marvel fans are like that these days. It's very weird. But thanks again for watching. Notification for anything I just said. And, what is fan theory than Marvel finding a way or persevering through people getting blue-balled and not having Mephisto? Seriously, do you really want one more day? Because this is how you get it one more day. Just saying.